Hi, this is Param. This is interesting, very much interesting video. Okay, in this video we will see some of the options or tips. Okay, which is which is related to the configuring any anomaly detection jobs. Okay, assume that you are the so you have defined anomaly detection jobs. Okay, you got the result. Okay, you got the very good result. Okay. But there are some of the issues are there. With respect to the business result is fine. Okay, with respect to the business prediction is really good. Okay, anomaly detection is really good. Okay, so everything is fine with respect to business requirement. Okay, our use case implementation perspective. Okay, you achieve the result, but there are some of the resource consumptions. Okay, there are resource perspective, retaining perspectives. Okay, even I would say is kind of a small level of administration activity. Okay, administration activity, not sorry, administration configuration, I would say administrative related to the configuration, that's what. Okay, so these are just configurations. Okay, we have to define those configuration along with the job definitions. Okay, so obviously these tips whatever we are going to I am going to explain right now, all are related to the single job definition specific. Okay, it is not like something you can define at the whole. Okay, of course there are some of things are there, but still you can define at the single job scope level. Okay, okay, so almost more than 15 tips are there. Okay, more than 15 tips are there. So I will try to cover within 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Okay, but everything is exactly explained in the documentation as well. Okay, we will see the demo for each configuration, so each of these configuration in the upcoming videos. Okay, okay. Okay, first things, RAM size. Okay, so obviously the thing is what is now first thing is you should have the dedicated machine learning nodes, sir. Okay, so that is a really good practice. Instead of you can share the existing node in existing data nodes. Okay, or you can configure that. Okay, even or else your node can play more one role. Okay, so in such a way that you can share the machine learning node. But the good practice is now you please have separate dedicated nodes, at least one or more. Okay, at least one or few at least. Okay, okay, fine. So what is RAM available means, let's say I have 8 GB RAM in my hard disk, so in my computer. Okay, in my virtual machine, something like that. Okay, so OS takes, let's say OS take 4 GB of RAM. Okay, then remaining 4 GB. Okay, that is available for the that is 4 GB of RAM only available for the machine learning jobs. Okay, but this can be configured how much percentage of how much percentage of RAM has to be used for machine learning jobs. This is the expert configuration. So obviously it is not in the job level configurations. Okay, okay, this is expert configuration. So you can do in the settings itself, or no, it has to be done in the SLR6 file. Okay, okay. And so whenever okay, so what is now the second thing is, if the memory is reached. Okay, when the memory is reached, what will happen? It will try to clean up the old modeling or old or not start the job itself. Okay, it may try to, that's why we that is a limit, like soft limit, hard limit. Okay, these are all there. Okay, I will explain what is soft limit, hard limit in the below. Okay, here we can see that. Okay, soft limit, hard limit. Okay, so the thing is what is now so what so due to that kind of stuffs. Okay, so obviously we don't know, right, how much data we are going to receive. Say within this we can specify the time packet span. Okay, for 10 minutes, but within the 10 minutes we can have 1 lakh data, or it can go 1 crore data, right? That is a possibility, right? So we cannot predict that much. So in such a case, what is now? So we can have that at least minimum 2 to 3 nodes. Okay, so you can, if it is possible to scale up, that is very good. Okay, so you can increase the memory limit of each nodes, but otherwise you can increase the number of node at least. Okay, so though it is a minimum level of memory, you can at least increase the number of nodes. So that can be done by auto scaling, in fact. Okay, that can be done on auto scaling. Okay, then of course dedicated result sets. Okay, usually we should have the dedicated result. Okay, with dedicated result index. Okay, for every for any machine learning jobs, or any machine learning, especially anomaly detection jobs, the result will be written into index. Okay, so that so obviously we should of course we can have the why we are saying that we explicitly they are saying to have dedicated one. We can share the single index. Okay, that's what. Okay, we can, there is a possibility. Okay, there is options. Okay, we can share the single index across the many jobs. Okay, but but that is not good idea, okay. What is the separation and concern perspective, okay, and the searching also will take times, okay. So that's why. So you have as much whenever you have, I think, and whenever, not only whenever, always prefer to separate dedicated index for each jobs, okay, for each jobs. If you have 10 jobs, then obviously please to have 10 dedicated output jobs, okay, or result jobs, okay. Then model plot for large jobs, okay. Yeah, I'll tell you what is a model plot, okay. So model plot means in the Kibana screens, okay, there is a model plot is there. So there it will be configured, there for each document there will be there will be upper bound, lower bound, okay, upper bound and lower bound. So that will be shown as a shadow result, right. Even in earlier videos I have explained what is that upper bound, lower bound of in the Anomaly Explorer, okay. So what will happen is, and we can by default machine learning jobs will create the model plot, model plot, the model plot, okay. Let's say if you are having a large amount of jobs or large amount of documents, okay, very number of documents is very high, okay, or very large time span, okay. So what will happen, it will occupy the time, it will increase the and it will reduce the performance, okay. So that the model plot has to be calculated, right, for every document, right. That is used by the Kibana only. So let's say if you are not using Kibana, then no need, right. So I assume that I have 20 jobs, okay, but I don't need some for some of the jobs Kibana visualizations, okay. I don't want, I'm not going to use the Kibana visualization for some of the jobs or result to analyze some things, okay. Then for such a case, I don't want to create a model plot, okay. So I don't want to calculate the model plot. So model plot means, which as I told you, it is upper bound and lower bound of each documents, okay. So the thing is, when of course the calculation has to be happen, so obviously it occupies CPU cycles, it will occupy the storage space as well, okay. So both are will degrade the performance. So maybe the beginning of the use case, or you are trying some of the business use case, or you are exploring some of these features, okay, that times you can have the, you can by default enabled, okay, the model plot may be useful, okay, at the beginning of the times or beginning of the use case. But in production use cases, whatever the machine learning, whatever the anomaly detection job does not need, I mean, you are not going to use the Kibana to visualize, then you can disable that, okay. So you can disable using that model plot config, that is a job level configurations, okay. Then configure detectors, configure detectors and influence are absolutely necessary, okay. So what is the thing? So of course we can configure more than one detector, we can configure more than one influencer, right? Okay, both are right, obviously, right? So what the thing is now, you please configure only absolutely necessary, okay? Don't just add any unnecessary or not exactly needed, okay? So you don't configure such a detectors or influencer because of it is because of it takes what will happen, it takes a model memory, right. Model is built, right, model is built by the anomaly detection job as well, okay. So model memory will be more, okay. So since you are having more detectors, more influencers, so obviously the model size will be very big, okay. So especially if you are taking the very small size span or high cardinality data, that means let's say username, obviously high cardinality, right. Username cannot matter, it's not going to be same, it's really hard, it's high cardinality if it is a username, right. Okay, especially employee ID is completely high cardinality, right. So in this case, what will happen? A model, the model which is built by the anomaly detection jobs, okay, will be huge. The size will be more, okay. That's what they are saying. It will impact the, what? It will impact the model memory, okay. What will happen? Sorry, it will impact the model memory. Then optimize the packet spans, okay. So obviously, sir, okay, yeah, if you are having very big bucket, that is good, okay, okay, but at the same time, okay, the bucket size is very big now. So the anomaly detection jobs is it's really good, okay. I mean, the performance will be really good, okay. Why not? See, you are having large volume of data, okay? So then it can build instead of running the 10 packet, okay? Because of each for each packet level, the anomaly score is getting calculated. Okay? The very beginning we have seen, right? Each packet level, the anomaly score is getting calculated. So obviously, what is instead of calculating, you'll see if it is you are having 5 hours data. So if you are specifying 1 hour as a packet span, only 5 times is going to calculate that, right? If you let's say if you 20 minutes, then see how 5 almost 25 times it has to be run. Okay, if you say 20 minutes, okay. So such that, okay. So it is the best range is minimum 15 minutes to 1 hour, okay. So obviously you can identify for your case by the trial and error only. So okay, by iteration only, okay. So you can try with 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes, 40 minutes, which is best for you, okay. Accordingly, your anomaly detection still working as per your expectations, okay. That's what. Then scroll size, okay. Scroll size it is better if you have very large. That means at a single stretch it will retrieve all many documents, okay. In a single by the data feed, okay. By the single stretch it will return you can try to get large amount of data, large amount of records or documents, okay. Okay, but what they are saying is for the scroll size, if you are doing aggregations, okay, if you are doing aggregations, you cannot use a scroll size, okay. If you are doing aggregations, you don't use a scroll size, okay. That is what here. Model memory limit. What is model memory limit? Okay, the model a model which is placed, a model which is built by the anomaly detection jobs, right? Okay, that model is used for the prediction. That model is used for the anomaly detection, everything. Okay, so that models keep on developing, keep on updated. That's why we call it machine learning. Okay, so the model getting updated. Okay, okay. So there is a limit, okay, how much model size, memory size has to be. So of course, if you are having the large volume of data, the model size is going to be very big. And if you are, as I told you earlier, if you are having more number of detectors, if you have, or else if you are having more number of influencer, then obviously you will have I mean your model size will be very big, okay. But you can configure, okay, you can configure how much size maximum it can use, or you can simply say how much RAM it can use for the anomaly detection processing, okay. Okay, so that is what model memory limit, okay. There is one more soft limit and hard limit. So once it reaches soft limit, what will happen? So old model will be get deleted. Model, not mode, okay. Model, old model will be deleted, okay. And if it is hard limit, na, okay, it will not run, okay. It will, in fact, it will not do any analysis on the new document, okay. That's what. So model memory limit is matter. Okay, then pre-aggregated data. See, actually the aggregations will happen within the ML scope, or within the data feed, within the machine learning bucket level, something, okay. Yeah, in the bucket level, or you can aggregate your data in the data feed itself, okay. If you are providing data aggregated data from the data feed, that is very big help to the machine learning jobs, okay. So obviously there is aggregation happened already, okay. So that will be improve your performance, sir, okay. But as I told you, if you are doing aggregation, you cannot use a scroll size, okay, or pagination, that's what. Sorry, okay. Okay, the thing is aggregations obviously increase the performance, yeah, as I told you, right. There is a few more configurations, okay, with respect to the chunk, with respect to the aggregation, chunking underscore config dot mode can be a manual time zones, okay, either one, okay. You can be mode manual or time zone, manual or time zones, okay. So what is the things, okay, why we have a text kernel? If you are specifying manual or time span, okay, if you are putting more time span, okay, if you are taking more 5 minutes or 10 minutes, then obviously the size may not be able to accommodate it, okay. So in that case also there is a negative side problem, okay. So you have to decide accordingly which time span is best for you, okay. Manual, okay. Okay, so if you are putting very large span, then it may give the other side like a negative impact. That's why even you can specify how many packets you want, something, okay, all this, okay. So result retention days, obviously the result are retained, right, right, okay. So by in previous video we have seen how the results are retained, right? So this is snapshot, okay. Okay, this is snapshot, okay. Snapshot out this is different, result retention is different, okay. Okay, similarly forecast is different, actual result is different, okay. Okay, clear. Say okay, fine. Now result retention period means, okay, the machine learning jobs run and it's stored it stores its output in a dedicated index, right? Okay, the how long the particular job result has to be retained, okay, that is what. By default it is unlimited, sir, okay. By default it is unlimited. If you are keeping all the jobs, it will occupy the more memory. Okay, so what I mean, because of the result data is indexed, right? So it will occupy more memory. So you can say like how many days you want to keep. Okay, there is configuration available within the job level. So you can configure and accordingly it will be deleted. Okay. Renormalize window, it's a really interesting topic. Okay, okay, renormalize window, this is a configuration within the job level. Then what is now, let's say anomalies are, it's getting calculated, okay, for each bucket level, right, each bucket level. But if I get some very huge level, huge values means it do the renormalization across the previous across with the previous buckets. Okay, let's say we have 100 buckets. Okay, so for each bucket it's getting calculated. Okay, so if suddenly if one of the buckets getting if suddenly any one of the buckets get more anomaly score value, okay, then what it will now, it will do the renormalize, that means adjust, okay, based on the previous bucket anomaly score. Okay, let's say all the previous bucket score within the 30 to 40. Okay, and suddenly I got 60. So what will happen now? So this 60 will be renormalized with across the bucket. So 5 buckets means then it will be divided by all these things. Then that's how it will be renormalized. Okay. So what will happen now when the okay? So when renormalized, okay, when new anomaly have high scores, okay, that is what. Okay, so you can enable and disable, I think, sorry, Windows days, okay, yeah, okay, so okay, you cannot enable it, so you don't need to enable disable. Renormalization will be happen, it has to be happen, okay, but how many days for how many days it has to be, you can say like only 2 days or only 3 days or 5 days or previous. Okay, how many days you want to do the renormalize, okay, that you can configure. Okay, because of this calculating, it's called the new anomalies. Okay, then model snapshot configurations, of course we have seen, right, here is the model snapshot. Okay, so model snapshot, what is it? It's regularly our model which is generated by the anomaly detection jobs. So now you are clear, right? Machine learning jobs configuration, which is we are going to do as a developer or as analyst. Okay, so whenever it is going to run, okay, what it will do, it will create the output index, that is one artifact or one output. Okay, one delivery. Okay, whatever you can say, whatever you say, that is output. Second thing is model snapshots. Okay, second thing is model snapshots. Okay, yeah, so model snapshot. The third one is actual model itself. Okay, actual model itself. Model snapshot is backup. Okay, model size is different. So 3 artifact. Okay, I would say output index data. Okay, output in the index data, model snapshot, and model itself. So almost there are 3 artifacts are generated, 5 by each jobs. Okay, so what will happen is here we can say usually 3 to 4, every 3 to 4 hours it will create the snapshots. Okay, but you can configure, okay, you can just take only every 5 hours, every 10 hours, every day, something like that. Okay, of course if you want to have more granularity, okay, if you want to have more granularity, you have to create very less. I mean, you have to give 1 hour, something like that. Okay, but you are not worried about the granularity, then you can take model snapshot every day, or at least every 12 hours, something like that. That's how you can configure. At least you can configure every 3 hours, right? No, 8, you can configure every 8 hours. You take the snapshot. That's enough for you. Okay. Okay, so how you can accordingly when you are getting more data, according to that's how you have to decide. Randomly we cannot decide. Okay, so and the model snapshot of is stored in internal index. Okay, how long it has to be stored. Okay, retention, you can say only how many days you want to have the snapshot, or 5 days, 6 days, or 1 week, or 1 month, how many days you want to have, that's what. Okay, and then there is one more variable, retention after the days. Okay, so I'll tell you, this is the retention snapshots completely how many days it can be. a daily model snapshot after the days run. So yesterday snapshot has been taken. Today also I am going to take the snapshot. Okay, then obviously we no need to have keep all the snapshot of yesterday, right? Just one of the let's say yesterday we have taken 5 snapshot. Okay, today also I took 1 snapshot. Okay, that's fine. So that means today what snapshot I have taken, right? That's went fine. That's the task went fine. Then obviously this is more enough. Okay, then I don't want to keep all the snapshot which is taken by yesterday. Okay, or I can decide, okay, instead of 5 I can keep 1, 2 or 3, something like that. Okay, so instead of otherwise what will happen, for every day if I take 5, all the 5 snapshots of 5 snapshots of previous day it will be keep in the memory. Okay, sorry, in the stored in the snapshot repository. Okay, so that is unnecessary save. There is a possibility you can delete at least 1 or 2. Obviously, why we are taking model snapshot? Okay, why we have to take model snapshot? If there is system failure, or if I want to restore my model, let's say yesterday my model, whatever the model was there yesterday 12 o'clock, it was really working fine. It identified all the anomalies. Then I can restore the model. That's why. So, because a model is the important thing which is built by the any machine learning jobs. Okay. Then how to make search query? Of course, query can be written many ways, sir. Okay, we have seen query DSL, EQL, what is it? Sometimes text based, span based. Okay, special queries. There are many ways. Okay, we can write the query. Okay, so whatever is best way in your use case, you can write. Please write the optimized query so that it will help us. Okay, prefer population analysis. Okay, if you are having high cardinality values, okay, obviously user ID is let's say user IDs will be high cardinality. Then in that case, you just prefer the population analysis. Okay, and effective forecast. Okay, so this is the last one, of course. Effective forecast, how will have. So okay, obviously we can do forecast. That's first thing. We can say like how many days I want to how many days I want to have a forecast or calculated forecast. Okay, and the forecast will be saved again. Okay, yes, forecast will be saved taken because of each forecast will have separate ID. Okay, here only it has, right. Okay, here only it has. Okay, okay, and you can configure how much memory it can take. Okay, while calculating the forecast. Okay, I mean this is by default is 20 MB, but there is a what is the max model memory, right? Bold underline can be set to how much memory can be used for the forecast. That's what. So what instead of calculating next to 1 week or next to 1 month, just calculating for forecast next to 2 days or next weekend next 3 days, that will be good, right? So that's why. So at least number of days you can think and provide for how many days you want to calculate the forecast. Okay, so this as I told you, none of the things are talks about the none of these tips or configuration we have is not talks about the how to deal with particular data type or particular speed of the rate of data something. Okay, so the whatever we have discussed till now, it discuss about how effectively you can manage your job. Not of course you can create, yeah, while creating also you can create. Yeah, one more thing, for what almost here 15 plus different configuration we have discussed, some of the things can be updated with the existing job also without any problems. For some of the things you have to clone and you have to recreate. Okay, you have to clone first existing job, then you have to update, then it will run as a new jobs. Okay, so that is what for some of the for that means for some of the many of the settings you cannot update in the existing jobs. Okay, so obviously what you have to do, you have to create a new job by cloning. In that you can update whatever settings you want. Okay, then you can start your jobs. Obviously we have to stop manually, right? Okay, that's all about this video. Okay, it's a really important video, in fact, as a how to say, if you are saying like you are a very good effective machine anomaly detection jobs developer or creator, then you should know all these facts. You should consider all of these facts while creating your anomaly detection jobs. Okay, so that is best and as well as effective. Okay, effective anomaly detection jobs you can create by knowing all these facts. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Okay, definitely I will show the demo for each of these configurations, separate jobs creations. Okay, I have already many of those things. Where is my Okay, I have already many of the created many of the jobs. Okay, but for remaining things also I will create, and I will show the demo for complete stuff. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe my channel, share it with your friends, like my videos. Okay, and yeah, if you have any ask questions, just post here. Thank you.